Been with SuperPumped podcast at Cincinnati's Union Terminal. By 1910, Cincinnati had dropped out of the top 10 in population in the United States. But it wasn't because traffic in the Midwest was going down. It was just because it was train traffic. Chicago, St. Louis, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Detroit all continued in the top 10 during that period. But they also built incredible train stations during that time. Detroit, 1893, Union Depot. St. Louis, 1894, Union Station. Chicago completed one by 1925, but Cincinnati continued to drag its feet. We're going on 75 years of people killing it with rail before Cincinnati in 1927 decided to build this place. But the problem is they broke ground in 1927. In 1929, the great stock market crash happened, and it fueled the country into the Great Depression. And so that depressed train traffic. In 1929, while they were putting these bricks in and building this building, only 6,000 people traveled by air. But by 1934, just 3 years after they opened it in 1931, 450,000 people traveled by airplane. And by 1939, a mere 8 years after this opened in 1931, 1.2 million people traveled by air. The other problem was in 1927, the exact same year they broke ground on this facility. Look around, what do you see out here? You don't see trains. You see combustible engines and cars. And Henry Ford and the Ford Motor Company, 1927, sold 15 million Model Ts. Here Cincinnati is building this incredible Art Deco monument to trains about 75 years after they should have. The car had already taken over and air traffic was exploding. It's really a spectacular building, a marvel of architecture. You can see this great covering here, this beautiful grand entrance with incredible marble and all kinds of things. It's now a museum center. You have this grand rotunda. It's the second largest half dome in the country. They did these incredible murals by local artists. If you look on the one side, you have one little train, right? You can see it, one train. But then you look on the other side, and it continues to be all river traffic. What it shows is they continue to cling to something that had already passed by. In your business, you can cling to what's already passed by, or you can embrace that next wave of change. And if you're late to adopt, maybe you missed the first wave of change, but maybe you skip that one and go to the next wave. This has been your Super Pump podcast. I hope you embrace those changes in your business, continue to gravitate to what's new, and go out there and make it a super pumped day. Thanks for joining me.